What's up, guys? Rolando here from Team Elite Savij, and today we've got Mr. William Candina. Go ahead and tell us what event you played and what place you got.
I played in the remote duel main event over the weekend. Got first. It was pretty nice. Deck worked out nice, so yeah.
Nice. And what were you playing?
I played Dragon Link. Nothing crazy. Just standard, basic. Worked out well.
Best deck.
Absolutely.
Nice, man. What was your record?
I went 8-0.
Nice.
Swiss. There was no top cut. So.
Nice, man. So any shout outs before we get started?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my team Playmakers, Jack, Jib, John, Mike, Adam, everybody. They're all super nice. I also like to shout out Ryan and Ben, and I suppose the locals were at too, DNA. Yeah, not much else though.
Nice, man. Well, let's go ahead and get started, man.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Ed from Elite Savij, and yes, sir, I just wanted to show off my boy Apollo's Dueling Dojos Field Centers. These are some of the coolest things ever. I think that these are super amazing. I call these the glitter field centers, and if you guys haven't gotten yourself one, make sure you guys go down to the link below. I have both his Facebook and his Etsy links to where you can go find every single artwork from Virtual World, Dogmatica, Invoked, and everything you guys can think of Yu-Gi-Oh related. He even has other stuff that aren't just Yu-Gi-Oh related, such as like Demon Slayer. Guys, make sure you guys go hit up Apollo's Dueling Dojo for more stuff. Don't forget, promo code Savij15. Yes, sir.
So to get started off, what do we got?
3 Ash. Nothing else. The Extravaganza are like just a massive local, so you just expect to play anything. So if I played anything else, I figured it just wouldn't come up as much because my matchups around the 6, 7, and 8 were BA, Virtual World, and Heroes. So playing other hand traps, I don't think we've done much, and I think it was super correct to play only 3.
Nice, the best hand trap.
3 Safer and 2 Chamber. In theory, you want to play only 1 Chamber because you're summoning off LP. You want to play second Absorb to get that recursion for next turn, and then that easy free summon. But I didn't own second Absorb, and this worked out just fine. So, and Saver should invest normal summon, just getting you 2 free buys on the field. So.
Nice.
2 Tracer, 2 Synchron, 1 Recharger. I didn't want to play the PK build because that build blicks a lot and plays cards that are unnecessary. It also loses the nib quite harder. So, just a 2-2-1. Sometimes the second Synchron comes up for making hot red. So, that always helps. 1 Ofs, 1 Octo, 1 Chaos Order, Chaos Dragon Levineer, 1 Omni, 1 White, 1 Black, 1 Red MD, and 1 Abzo. Nothing crazy about this, just Nocto's just really good. Some people don't play this card. It's a free draw and it protects your back row.
I've seen some people even play multiples of those. Is that a reason for that?
Multiple of Nocto?
Yeah.
The idea is just like if you like, it's a really good extender because it draws and it gets your free body, but seeing multiples isn't just exactly the best because you don't want to open more than 1, and you only play 1 because you only want to see 1. So
nice.
Yeah. Spell cards, 3 Dark Lure and 3 Tactics. Again, you generally don't play Tactics for like a bigger event, but again, because it's a local, everybody's playing everything. I played a lot of Crank Kids. This came up really nice when they play a lot of hand traps in the main. This came up only once versus a Dragon Link Mirror. This card wasn't that good, but it was a lot better than playing hand traps when you're expected to go second and play against Invoked and Prank Kids and Dragon Link. This card always comes up versus Winda, Mechaba, Dragon Link cards. So
now, any opposition between Dark Ruler and like Droplets, for example?
Droplets, you have to get rid of cards, and by playing Dark Ruler, you're basically getting a 1 for 6. While Droplets, you're negating, but you have to send cards from your hand, so it becomes more of like a 3 for 6, and you're just losing value at that point.
Gotcha.
3 Chaos Space, it's your best starter. It's already just a +3, it's amazing. 3 Guard Dragon, best extender, gets a free monster, helps get LP plays rolling. 3 Quick Launch, just free rockets. It's a restart card, gets your engine rolling for your Savij. 1 Ofs, I played 1 Call By, 1 Boot, 1 Ravine. This was more like a 40th card. Call By, it just Basically, this is just like a pseudo fourth tactics where you just like if they hand trap you, you have to stop. Sometimes you lose to one hand trap like Lancia, Droll, something like that. So this always helps. Yeah, it's always an option that you have. So it came up quite a bit. And then just 2 Titan. Never want to say 3. 3 you just draw it and you don't want to see it as often in your hand. You always want to search you off chamber. So nothing to change there.
That was a clean 40, right?
Yes, that is 40 cards.
Now, is there anything in the main deck you would change for like a future event?
Probably the chamber for the second outsider, but that's about it.
Nice, nice. Let's get going into the extra deck.
All right. 3 striker. It's your best card in your extra deck. It gets everything rolling. It's really solid to add back. It recharges going and gets your MDs for turn 3. 2 seal because if they Nibiru you can sometimes make a second one. And very rarely, but the second one does come up like turn 3, depending on how grindy the game becomes. 1 Pisty, 1 Elpie, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Bulbasaur, 1 Romulus, 1 Quarboro, and 1 Hulk. These are all pretty necessary in standard. Appaloosa doesn't come up that often, but when it does, it's really good. Sometimes you have just plentiful monsters and you have nothing going to, so you make this. Extra protection adds 3 negates. So, 1 Savage, 1 Chaosor, and 1 Hot Red. The 3 generic synchros, this card's always great. Getting free summon back, easily make Hot Red. Adding sometimes Levianeer, sometimes Abzarider, anything that you really need. And Savage is Savage, it's just pretty neat.
Of course.
Side deck, I play 3 Nibiru, 3 Lancia. This is more for the more controlled matchups going into game 2 and 3. When you're playing against something like Invoked or Dino, you put in the Lancia. You're playing against Dragon Link, you put in the Nimiros. Nimiru is just the best card, the best hand trap versus Dragon Link. This card, similarly to Dark Ruler, is just like a 1 for 6, so get rid of their whole board. Even if they get Seal, if you Nibiru at the right time, then you're just fine.
And now, is there a certain time that you're always looking to nib them, or is it just at any point?
It's mainly when they make Savage or if they use Omni effect. Because generally people do it on LP, then they lose value because then they go Seal effect summon Randy, Randy brings back a card, and then they still full combo you. So when you do this on Savage, they either have to have what's it called? They either have to have Safer the Grave to put it back, have a card in hand and discard of Quarboro just to get back to that 1 Savage, and at that point they've already used the Tracer, so they can't make another Seal. So generally you Nibiru on Omni or Savage.
Nice.
And if they will Pioneer rip you when they hard you it, then you just Nibiru there and hope for the best. 1 pink, 1 Harpies, and 1 red reboot. Yet again, just it's like a local, just prepare for anything. Pain came up a few times. These 2 never came up, but they were always there if I played against some random decks like Geist or Guru. 3 Alpha. This card is amazing, just playing it against Dragon Link and Shadow, because going turn 2 versus Dragon Link, you just special summon this into battle. They have Seal Bounce, then you special summon it again, then you negate, then they force a negate. This card's really good. Especially for Shadow, when you hard summon this and then you can go battle phase attack over the window. The only flaw to that is that if they have Alistair, they can just boost it if they got into their Mechama at that time. But if that's the case, then you somehow have to like bait Mechama, discard the Alistair, and hope for the best. But there's not really much a better card you can play. Unfortunately for the controlled Shadow matchup. And I also decided to play Twin Twister. Nice. This card was really solid versus Prank Kids. Really good versus Prank Kids. Just being able to pop the Pandemonium. The main idea for D6 was just for Shadow purposes, because Schism is a really scary summoning window. Also, the idea of Shadow end board is they have the punishment, the Schism, along with Mechaba. So when you Twin Twister and standby, blow up both the punishment and the Schism, then you're just free floating from there. Yeah, nothing really changed about these 6. These 6 were really solid. Alpha and testing came up a lot more than it did in the actuality. This card didn't come up once, but I didn't play a single Invoke the whole weekend, so that was crazy.
So in a position to like possibly playing like, you know, Cosmic instead of Twin Twisters, you know, against Eldritch, or even getting rid of the Schism permanently or something like that?
I don't think so, because it's either if you pop the Schism and then they bring it back, then you're probably not winning that game anyway. Also, Cosmic loses to Lancia, because some people play that card going in first. Also, I just found that this card didn't really change the value of my cards in my hand. So the 1-for-1 was worse. It was worse than the 1-for-2. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't think I would have changed it.
Nice.
It was really good.
Now, any changes you would make to the extra deck?
Oh no, this is pretty. Just a really standard extra deck. So no, I don't think I would change anything about it.
Nice, man. So any final remarks?
No, just a really good setup by Konami. After like the 5th one, they're really starting to get the hang of it. Really flows well. So that was great. But no, that's about it.
Nice, man. Well, thank you very much for joining us, man. And it's Rolando here with the Team Elite Savij. See you later, Will. Thank you.
problem.
Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I just wanted to say that I recently made a Facebook group and it's called YuGiOh Elite Savij. And you guys can look us up, or you guys can just click the link down below to join. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once you guys subscribe, hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified about all the great videos that I upload. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.